Thanks for tuning in to another show reflection. Hit the thumbs up button. After this show, make sure to go to the home tab so you can check out the new merchandise that's dropping at the night school. Peace Reflections. You are over here with Tarithia. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button. I know y'all thought I had forgot, I had stopped, but no. I was rearranging my studio reflection. So with that being said, we're doubling up on our shadow work because you already know what month it is. This is the month of rebirth. This is the month of change. I know you like Tarithia, ain't that October? Well, technically, every season is the season of the new season. That's really the new year's, right? Reflection, because that's when the zodiac cycle starts. So, with that being said, reflection, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, because today or tonight, whenever you click this video, we are here talking about the hidden lake within. Okay, so go ahead, get everything you need, and I'll see you back in a sec. Peace, reflection. You are over here with Tarithia. I'm knocking down shit. Y'all know how I do. That's it, Tarithia. You never you never prepare. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Hold on. Let me adjust this little piece. Little piece. Okay. So welcome. If this is your first time at the night school, I am Tarithia, and we are here doing our shadow work. Okay. Now, today, if you don't know what shadow work is, before I even jump into the lecture, let's talk about what is shadow work. Okay. Shadow work deals with everything that's in the hidden, everything that we have suppressed, reflection. We sometimes we go through life and we don't want to deal with certain things, so we'll just push it in the back of our subconscious, right? But your shadow is that thing that keeps you driven. That shadow is literally your battery, and we're going to talk about that in another video. But your shadow is your battery. Now, sometimes depending on how you treat your shadow, depending on have you dealt with it don't always have to be trauma though, reflection, okay? Just different things that we are going through in life, depending if you have dealt with those things or not. That's how your shadow, you get what I'm saying? Sometimes your shadow tell you good things, and sometimes your shadow tell you, things we necessarily don't want to hear, okay? Sometimes your shadow can tell you, hold on now, stay in this comfortable spot. You don't need to do that. You don't need it. You get what I'm saying? Stay down, stay to what's familiar, right? Stay to what's familiar, all right? A lot of people, they prefer being comfortable, but you know what I say over here at the night school? We get uncomfortable. That's why we call the night school, because think about it. people go throughout their day reflection, and they be who society deems them to be. They be who they think society should what society want them to be. But at night, that's when all the things in the hidden come out. That's when all you see people's true colors shine every day. But sometimes it's not necessarily in the daytime, it's in the nighttime reflection. Okay. So that's why this is called the night school if this is your first time over here. Okay. So because everything that comes out in the nighttime, all things hidden come out in the nighttime. We talk about all kind of occult, and because what does occult mean? It means the hidden, right? So we're bringing things out of the hidden to the light. All right. What's that saying? Whatever happened in the dark, it'll eventually come to the light. Just give it time. Just give it a little patience. Just a little piece of time. Okay. So hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because you never want to miss out on another video. Sometimes we talk about shadow work. Sometimes we doing story time. Sometimes we all the way over there on Mars reflection. Sometimes we talk about zodiac. You just never know when you over here with Tariq. You just never know, baby. Okay. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Today or tonight, whenever you click this video, we are talking about the hidden lake within. All right. We are talking about the hidden lake within. So what do you mean, Sarita, when you say the hidden lake within? Okay. So if you haven't already purchased your shadow work journal reflection, you can definitely look in the description box below. And there's a link where you can actually click it and get you a shadow work book. Okay. And we have been doing this shadow work book for about a year and a half, 2 years now, reflection. Okay. And you can go to the playlist tab and you can always catch up. It's never too late to start your shadow work. Keep in mind, this shadow work book is not, there is no right or wrong else. This is for you, reflection. This is something that you can look back years and years from now. Your next generation can look back on this book next. You know, who can tell? Nobody can tell the next generation of me reflection about me. Nobody can, they can't tell them about me. They can tell them their experience with me. They can tell them what they thought I was like. But when you look into my shadow work book, you will see what I'm really all about. You will see all the trials and tribulations that I went throughout this lifetime. And history doesn't die, it just keep repeating itself. So things that I go through, they may go through. Things that I feel, they may feel. So when they find this book, because one of them will reflection, then they will really see who Tariq really was. Okay, so with that being said, this is not for no one else, is for you and your next generations to come. Okay, so with that being said, when you like to look on some of your ancestors, and I mean, you know, your parents and your aunts and your cousins or whatever, they can tell them kind of what they thought they were like, but really jump inside their mind, really jump inside their shoes, inside their trials and tribulations. You get what I'm saying? So this is kind of what shadow work is about. All right. So this is more than just one tool. All right. This is for something that can be kept for generations to generations and generations to come. All right. So with that being said, let's talk about the hidden lake within. Well, what is this hidden lake within? What are you talking about, Tarita? First of all, what is a lake? A lake is water, right? A lake is water. So when we think about water, if you was at the first year of us over here at the night school, we did a lot of water divination. Okay, you know, you can do divination dealing with fire, earth, water, and air, because those are your four elements. Okay, so when you think of water, you think of things hidden, right? Everything that's in the water is hidden. Do you know how much stuff really is in the water? Is in the water? Think about rivers. Think about, keep in mind, people haven't even discovered most of the ocean. They can't even discover it. It's all type of mysteries and hidden things down there that we have yet to discover, right? Reflection, and they're still discovering things today. So when you think of water, you think of energy, but you also think of things that are in the hidden, right? Even think about your water signs, Scorpios, Cancers, and Aquarius, that ain't water. Cancers. These particular signs, reflection, I mean, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. These are all signs of the hidden. They're very secretive. We talked about that in another video. But water holds secrets. Water holds secrets. That's why people are trying to do divination involving secrets and unrevealing secrets. They use water. Okay, out of every element, they would use water. All right, so that's what we mean when we are talking about the hidden lake within you. Everybody has a hidden lake within them. Now, some people probably know this as the Akashic records, right? Okay, so now maybe you're familiar with that. If not, then you can definitely look it up, or we'll talk more about it. But this is kind of the same thing. Okay, the hidden lake within you, access to all things that were in the hidden about self and about the universe. Okay, things that are around you, things that are in the past, things that are in the present, and things that are to come. Right. So That's where your shadow lies. It's where your reflection. Okay, so let's go. Let's talk about the hidden lake within. Before you even try to access the hidden lake within, you got to become vulnerable. Now know, I know y'all hate being vulnerable because as a person, as a fellow Scorpion, I despise being vulnerable. I do not like being vulnerable. Reflection. I don't like being vulnerable with nothing, not a person, not a place, or a thing. But that can become a weakness sometimes. You have to learn to be a little vulnerable, okay? So even if it's to gain information sometimes, all right? So it is safe for me to be vulnerable, all right? That's the first entry in our shadow workbook today. It is safe to be vulnerable. Reflection. You can be vulnerable with your shadow side. You can be vulnerable with stuff. Now, I'm not telling you to be vulnerable with everybody because everybody don't deserve that access to you. But it's okay to be vulnerable because you cannot do shadow work if you have a wall up. You cannot do that's the whole point of doing shadow work. Okay, you cannot do shadow work if you're I got a big ego. If your ego is in play right now, you got to put your ego to the side. Reflection. Okay, because your ego will keep you in that safe space. Your ego will tell you, listen, let's be comfortable. Let's do things that are familiar. But keep in mind, how do you know that you can accomplish other things? How do you know what's ahead of you on the next pathway, on the next road? If you constantly on the same road and you already know what's gonna happen, you know, already experienced it. How many times are you gonna watch this same old movie? Reflection. Okay, you watching it because it's safe. You watching it because you already know what's gonna happen. You watching it because listen, if this happens right here, then I can avoid that because I've already played this movie so many times. But reflection, do you know how many other movies, how many other pathways is out there waiting on you? Okay, but you got to be vulnerable sometimes to access those different pathways. All right, so surrender the need to be in control. We all know that person that loves to be in control. Listen to the words that are in my heart. I'm telling you, I like being in control. Reflection. I like it's that fire and desire. It's that fire in me. I like being in control. But think about, have you ever heard someone say, I need to let go of things that I cannot control? Okay, things that keep in mind a person that loves to be in control, that can be a weakness sometimes too. It can be a strength, but it can also be a weakness. Okay, because think about life will always. If you want to, what's that saying? I used to hear my grandma say, if you want to make the Lord laugh, baby, then tell them what you think. Tell them your plans, right? So with that being said, things are not gonna always. Most of the time, things aren't gonna go as planned. Reflection. Hey, you ever been finna get some money? You was finna get some money. My grandma used to always say, never count no money before it's in your hands. Do not count money before it's in your hands because something will always pop up or something will always happen that will steer you off that road. You get what I'm saying? Of your plans. You like, I'm finna buy this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this on this day because I know what's coming on this day. Reflection. So I'm gonna have something to happen. Maybe your car break down, some shit. Next thing you know, an unexpected bill come. Next thing you know, the kids want some. You know, just unexpected shit will always happen when you plan for certain things before it touch in your hands. You get what I'm saying? Reflection. So think about it like that. Okay. So you have to surrender the need to be in control. Okay. You have to surrender the need to be in control. All right. In order to do true shadow work. All right. So let's keep it going. Be vulnerable enough for people to experience the real you. Keep in mind, what did we just talk about? Why is this called a night school? I named it the night school because in the daytime, people be who society wants them to be. People be who they think society should be. Think about when you're on your job. When you're on your job, 9 times out of 10, you really not that person that you portray you are on your job. Because there's certain things you may want to say, I want to cuss your ass out, but you can't do a reflection. But you can't do a reflection. You know what I'm saying? Some people even change their voice stuff. Hi, welcome to such and such and such and such. This is Tarithi. How may I help you? You know, you don't talk like that for real. Reflection. You don't talk like that. Okay. So you know, people switch it up. Okay. It's a place for everything though, right? So sometimes though, you got to think, even when you meet certain people throughout your lifetime, you may not give them the real you. Reflection. I'm a person, keep in mind, I will let you experience so much of me. You may don't ever feel like you have experienced all of surrender, but they can be a flaw at the same time, reflection, because sometimes you need be vulnerable enough to let people experience the real you. You get what I'm saying? Because you never know, you may be that shooting star that came through their life. Okay, so and keep in mind, even if you was like, well, Teresa, people they flaky nowadays. People they don't appreciate, they don't know how to appreciate the genuine side of me. And keep in mind that might be true, reflection, but who lost is it? Who lost is it? Because keep in mind, we all have we all have an original quality about us. So they'll never find another quality that particular original quality that's within you. They won't find it in nobody else. They can look all across the world, all across the planet, all across the world again, and they will never find that quality in nobody else. It may be a little similar. It might be, you know what I'm saying, maybe a little similar, but it's not gonna be the same thing. So who lost was there really? Okay, so think about it like that. Be vulnerable enough to let people experience the real you, because you just might be that shooting star. All right, hit the like and subscribe button. We're over here talking about the hidden lake within. All right, so become comfortable with making others feel uncomfortable. Did you hear what I say? Sometimes, keep in mind, when we at our job or we just at a certain place, even around certain family members, reflection, you know, sometimes you may want to say some shit, but you don't say it. Sometimes you may want to, you get what I'm saying? You have to behave in a certain type of way. You have to act a certain type of way, right? So this is why this is the night school, because everything comes out in the hidden at night, right? So think about it like that. Be comfortable enough to get other people uncomfortable. Okay, some people they have this mindset, reflection, where they feel like everybody that comes throughout their life, they just got to tell them good shit. They just got to tell them great things about them. You may be the one person to come through their life and be like, listen, I know you don't think your don't stink, but roses really smell like, you get what I'm saying, a song and something like that. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to go on and let them know, reflection. Sometimes you have to, because you may be that person that's coming through their life to teach them some shit. You may be coming through their life to kick that stool from up under them and let them know, baby, it's time to back to life, back to reality. It's time to jump back into life and back into reality. Get the fuck out the matrix. Excuse me, your head is full of clouds. It's time to come back to reality. Okay, so don't be the sheep, reflection. Okay, don't be the sheep though. Just because everybody else is surrounding them, telling them all this false shit, you don't have to be the person that's coming through telling them that false shit, because you might be there shooting star. You might be that shooting star within that life, reflection. Okay, and keep in mind, you want to experience a shooting life every so often. All right, so don't go in being fake. All right, don't go in being fake. All this has to do with the hidden lake within. All right, so we all are here for a mission. We all come through everybody's life to either teach or learn something. And sometimes it's both. Sometimes you there to learn, they there to teach. Sometimes you there to teach and they there to learn, but you never run into anybody for no reason. You just don't run into them for pleasure. You just don't run into them for good conversation. You just no. Because keep in mind, there's 12 energies on this planet. There's 12 zodiac signs on this planet. You can run through them in people, places, things. Okay, reflection, that's just how they work. Okay, so let's keep going. Take small steps and small risks if needed. Okay, I'm not telling you, remember, it goes back to be vulnerable enough for people to experience the real you. Okay, now that don't mean you got to open up the whole Egyptian book of the dead. That don't mean you got to open up the whole book about your self-reflection, but it's okay to turn a page or two. I'm going to let you see chapter 1, and if you can handle chapter 1, then I might let you read chapter 2. I might let you experience chapter 2, but you get what I'm saying? Excuse me. You have to take small steps. You get what I'm saying? Small risk, reflection. Okay, so that goes back to it's okay being vulnerable sometime. All right, let's keep it going. We're talking about the hidden lake within. If you just jumped in the bills and hit that subscribe button, don't forget to ring that bell. What? Ring my bell. Don't forget to hit that bell so you never miss out on another video. And if you haven't already, purchase your night school journal. This is where we're doing all our shadow workbook. This is my shadow workbook right here, reflection. Okay, let's keep it going. Keep in mind, this is not just for you. This is for generations to come. It's come, because nobody can tell them about you but you. Okay, so let's keep it going. All right, so the body is made mostly of water, reflection. Keep in mind, have you ever heard that saying? I say anybody, if you don't feel good, drink some water. Drink, you get some water. I'm not saying water fix everything, but think about it. Even when you are feeling certain emotions, when you are feeling depressed, what is depressed? Your energy is being pressed down. I'll drink you some water. Reflection, just like a plant. If you don't water a plant, it's gonna wither and die, right? Okay, even with your skin and different things like that, drink you some water. Now this ain't no water, but I'm just saying it's a cranberry slush. What I said, it's a cranberry slush. And it's good too. Anyway, let me keep going. Y'all know I be thirsty. So let's go on to the Hidden Lake and our Akashic records. Most of your body is consumed of water, right? Most of your body is made of water. And when you think about that, that's really amazing. Reflection. That's really amazing when you think about how much of your body is made within water. And when you sit back and you really think about, well, how much water do I drink a day? Try drinking more water, Reflection, and it'll change not only your mindset, not only your physical appearance, but it'll change how you feel as well. You get what I'm saying? So water is very important, and it also helps you to get on that astral plane. It also helps you to get into that hidden lake. Shit, your lake is dry. How you gonna get some knowledge out of your lake, Reflection, if your lake is dry, baby? Get you some damn water, because your body is mostly made of water, and water is what? All things that are hidden, right? So let's jump into our hidden lake, also known as our Akashic records. Okay. So you ever heard that saying, if you really want to know something, yeah, you can read a book, yeah, you can do research, but the best thing, the best source, Reflection, is within. Okay. So keep in mind, let's go, because we don't die, we just keep coming back. All right. So let's keep going. The body dies, but the soul just keep coming back. All right. Okay, so let's go back to the hidden lake. The hidden lake, it knows and has seen some things. This hidden lake, Reflection, this body, this soul, this body may be new to this plane, but I'm talking about your soul. I'm talking about within, Reflection. Okay, that lake, that hidden lake, those Akashic records, they have seen some things. Okay, you may have it. Keep in mind, when you come to this planet, you don't come remembering everything from last lifetime, Reflection. You don't come remember, but you know how you have little reminders and shit. You will have little tips, Reflection. You will meet certain people like, damn, you familiar. It's not you, not your face, but your energy. Your energy is just familiar. Like, I've experienced you before, because you probably have, Reflection, in another lifetime. You know that song, I see you next lifetime. You are so damn fine. Yes, that was fine last lifetime. What a Reflection. They was fine last lifetime. Okay, I knew you. Okay. You know, I do too much sometimes. It's just this is me. It's that sad him. Yeah, I do too much. Okay, so but seriously though, back on track. You will meet certain people, Reflection, is because your soul, that Akashic records, Reflection, that hidden lake within, it has already experienced this person. This person is coming back to remind you of some shit. This person is coming back. Maybe it's something you didn't experience fully in their last lifetime with this person. You just, your Akashic records, that, bing, there go that light bulb. You didn't experience this person before. Bing, you ain't never been somewhere, Reflection. You was like, damn, it feel like I ain't been here before. I know this is my first time here. I know, you get what I'm saying, but this land, this energy that is holding, because energy is in people, places, and things. Remember, that's why you can go certain places and you just feel, I've been here before. I just feel calm. I just feel relaxed. I just feel like I'm at home, baby. You get what I'm saying, Reflection. It's because you have been there before, Reflection. It's because your soul, that hidden lake, the Akashic records, is telling you, yes, you didn't experience this before. I know you don't remember. I know you don't remember, but I'm just giving you that ting, that little light bulb letting you know, because the hidden lake has experienced and seen some things, right? Even when you are in danger, Reflection, that Akashic records, that hidden lake will let you know, bing, this motherfucker ain't right. You need to get your shit and go. You ain't never been somewhere, Reflection. You was partying and bullshit and partying and bull. You get what I'm saying? Turn the reason go. Give me another drink. And then next thing you know, something just hit you, Reflection. Ain't nobody said nothing. The music going good. You know you having a good time. Somebody behind you dancing, just like, know what? I don't know why, but I feel like I need to go. I feel like I need to get my shit and get the fuck up out of here. It's because, you experienced this in another lifetime reflection, just in a different person, place, or maybe theme reflection, or you could have experienced this within this same energy, within this same person, and you are here this lifetime to complete it. Maybe you didn't make it through last lifetime. Maybe something happened last lifetime, but you said, fuck that shit. When I come back next lifetime, I'm finna get this shit right. I'm finna get it together. I'm finna get this right, babe. You get what I'm saying? Reflection. So your Akashic records, your hidden lake, your knowledge that knows the past, the present, and the future reflection is letting you know, ding, get your shit and go, or we finna repeat this same shit from last lifetime because we did this shit before. We done did this shit before. Everybody else, they still in there partying. And you get what I'm saying? You just like, let me get my shit. Let me go. No, you good. I ain't saying nothing wrong. I'm gonna call you tomorrow. They like, you ain't even got my number. Well, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. Listen, I got to go. I gotta go. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that. It's like that because your body is made mostly of water, and what the water is that hidden lake within, aka your Akashic records, and sometimes it'll ting and it'll let you know when not only you are in front of a familiar spirit, but when you are in danger, reflection, okay? But that's why it's important to drink your water, okay? Shit, the lake you get what I'm saying? Activate if it's dry. It can't activate if it's dry. Hit the like and subscribe button, ring that bell if you haven't already, okay? We are talking about the hidden lake within. We are talking about the Akashic records. We are talking about the past, the present, and the future. All right, so let's keep it going. You can draw knowledge from this hidden lake reflection. Remember, I just told you sometimes you will be in a situation and you don't know why you feeling the way you feel it, even with a person. Let's say you on a date. Let's say you get what I'm saying. Everything is just going good. You're just going good reflection, but it's just something about this energy. It's familiar, but it's something in your Akashic records. It's something in that hidden lake that's telling you, listen, I don't know about this person. You might need to be wary of this person. You might need to keep your good eye on this motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? Reflection, because there's something about this person from last lifetime that you probably don't remember, but I'm just trying. I can't give you all of it, but I'm trying to let you know, listen, because keep in mind, when we come into this lifetime, what do we have? We all have free will. That's something nobody could never take from you, okay? We all have free will, but at the same time, reflection, you get what I'm saying? You still will have that warning. You will still have that hidden lake within you that holds all the secrets, that holds all the knowledge, that will try to give you warning sometime before destruction, okay? But you got free will, so if you want to walk that path, you can. A lot of people, they don't pay attention to the signs, okay? Let's keep it going. But that doesn't mean that hidden lake is not within. Let's keep it going. So this unseen lake is in the spirit world. It's in the spirit world reflection. Okay, that's what everybody get all their knowledge from, even if they don't believe in the spirit world. Some people call it intuition, but what do you think intuition comes from? It comes from the spirit. It comes from the soul. Okay, so when you hear spirit world, don't get to thinking about, you get what I'm saying, witches and wizards and all of their reflection. The spirit world is simply that. It's the spirit, it's the soul. Okay, you get what I'm saying? Things that you have already experienced in the past that are here to let you know about things that are coming in the future, or that's right there in front of your face at the present moment. All right, so let's keep it going. We just talked about this. The hidden lake, also known as the Akashic records, it holds the past, the present, and the future. It holds all knowledge, reflection, all the knowledge that you have collected. Because if you think this is your first lifetime, it's not. This is the time. You're not here. Let me tell you right now, if you are here in 2025 on this planet right now, this is not your first lifetime, okay? Keep in mind, it's a spiritual war going on right now. We didn't have time for the first lifetime. You don't have to wait. You gotta wait a minute, because listen, we at war right now. We at war right now. It's above, so below. We are at war. So therefore, we don't got time to teach the new souls. This is not if you here right now, if you watching this video, this is not your first lifetime here. So if this is not your first lifetime here, reflection, then you gotta know you hold information that's from last lifetime and the lifetime before that and the lifetime before that. You got to at least been here 3 lifetimes to even be here right now. Reflection. Keep in mind, we couldn't have no new souls right now. This ain't the time, reflection, for y'all ass to come down here. We need some experience, baby. We need some little peace. We didn't little piece of experience down here right now because we are in war, baby. We in war. Okay, listen. And this is a spiritual war. It's not physical. But keep in mind the spiritual, which is as above, will always drop so below, which is the physical. Okay, but right, everything starts in the spiritual. That's why when you think something, it can manifest. That's why when you think about somebody, then it'll manifest in the physical, right? Okay, especially if you're drinking your water and shit. Okay, and watch what you eat. So let's keep it going. Hydromancy was very popular in Egypt. Okay, keep in mind this: the Egyptians. Y'all know I love me some Egyptians. The Egyptians reflection because they were so knowledgeable. Were they the first people to invent certain things? No. Were they the first people? But when you think of even AI, because AI is big right now, we'll talk about that later. AI, what do you think that was perfected? It didn't start in Egypt. It didn't start with the Egyptians because AI been around. It's just, the game changed, the names changed, but the game is still the same. Okay, AI is nothing new. Artificial intelligence is nothing new. How do you think? I keep telling you, how do you think allegedly Queen Nefertiti, baby, got all the motherfuckers done? Y'all get what I'm saying? Follow her husband way. Behind every great man is a greater woman, and she was. If there was ever a Elon Musk, baby, back when. You get what I'm saying? She would have been the female version, okay? Because she was underground, not playing with their ass. Allegedly. The Book of the Dead. What do you really think that is, reflection? They tell you it's a book of spells, and it is, but it's also a book of control. Okay, so let's keep it going. It's not what you read, you got to know how to read it. But if that's why that goes back to the hidden lake, right? It goes back to the hidden lake. If you've been here a couple lifetimes, reflection, then you can access some of this knowledge, all right? Because everything isn't in a book. But my grandma always used to say, if you want to hide something, put it in a book. But keep in mind, I can read some, you can read some, Susie Ann, Gabrielle, Caroline can read some, and we all can have different interpretations. But it's about who interpretation is the most accurate, all right? So let's keep it going. So hydromancy, what's the first word in hydromancy? Is water, right? So it's basically what we were talking about earlier, is water divination. That's why the Egyptians, they were surrounded by water. They stayed near the Nile. They even, you get what I'm saying, even around what we would call, I guess, the palace, the temples today, the pyramids, they were surrounded around water. Reflection, that was for a reason. They were big with hydromancy because they understood the power of the hidden lake. They understood the power of water. Did you hear what I just said to you? Hit the like and subscribe. But shout out to the Egyptians, baby. Shout out to the Egyptians. So let's keep it going. Water holds all our memories and our secrets. Water, keep in mind, look at certain movies, reflection. What do? They throw certain things in the water. Okay, they throw a lot of things in the water. The water holds a lot of secrets, reflection. Even think about certain deaths, and I don't want to get into that, but there are a lot of deaths surrounding water. How much water does it take to drown, reflection? Even though your body is made, really think about this. Your body is made mostly of water, but go and research how much water do it take for you to really drown. It's kind of amazing, right? Reflection. Okay, on the flip side, it's kind of amazing. So water holds all the memories. Water holds all the secrets. Keep in mind, we was talking about things that are under the sea, reflection, under the ocean. They are still finding things, but they're finding things from the past. They're finding whole temples down there. They're finding whole cities down there. They're finding new sea life down there. And keep in mind, this is just a pinch, reflection, just a little pinch, just a little dabby dab of what the history really holds, because they can only go so far. Because one, I already told you, the portals and different things down there, they're not meant to go that far under the water, okay? Because water holds all the secrets, and everybody not meant to have all those secrets. They're not meant to get. They're not ready. They're not ready. I don't think you're ready for this. I don't think you're ready for this, because we in war right now. I don't think you're ready for them secrets that the water really hold. Okay, reflection. So let's keep it going. Now, let's talk about putting in that work. Let's talk about putting in that work, reflection. Okay. Now, keep in mind, this is just if you want to do this. Okay. Now, I need a bowl, but I don't have one. So we're going to have to improvise right now. Okay, you heard me? I need a bowl, but I don't have one. Not right here. So let's just use this, okay? You need a bowl. You need a bowl, and you need charged water. So what is charged water? Charged water is water, rainwater. It can either be rainwater, tornado water, hurricane water. That was like hurricane water, tornado water. What the fuck am we get that from, Terethia? When it's a tornado, catch some water and put it in one of these. But it gotta have a flaps like this right here, reflection. Okay, so this is called charged water. You ever heard some people talk about Florida water and different things like that? Yeah, you can go buy that. But reflection, a true do you believe in magic? Okay, I'm finna tell y'all about a little piece. Do you believe in magic? All right, a true magician, reflection. They know how to catch their own rainwater. Okay, they don't gotta go buy Florida water, but if you want to go do it, do what you gotta do, baby. Okay, so but this is charged water right here. All right. Tornado water and hurricane water, it never expires. It never expires. Look how clear this water is. I think I caught this water maybe 3-4 years ago. 3 for real though. So anyway, you can get hurricane water, you can get tornado water, or you can just get, maybe it's certain days that it'll rain. You get what I'm saying? If you know how to use numerology, reflection, or just you can just get rainwater. Okay, keep in mind, we know all the things that's going on in the air allegedly. So this water is not for consumption. Do not drink this water. Okay, this is divination water. All right. So you want to get you a white candle, get you a bowl, and get you some charged water. Reflection. The Egyptians used to do this. This is basically a hydromancy type of technique, and you would get you a candle. Light your candle, reflection, and you would put your charged water in a bowl, preferably a clear bowl. Okay, preferably a clear bowl, or a bowl that's brown at the bottom or like blue at the bottom. Okay, and when you put your charged water in that, reflection, and you ask for what it is you're trying to figure out. Okay, let's say you need some particular information, it will come to you. If you haven't been eating a lot of pork and you haven't been eating not necessarily pork, but a lot of meat, reflection, okay? Keep in mind your body's made most of the water, so you want to be charged with water, not the rainwater, but charged with water, okay? So you can access certain things that you need. Now, if you are, keep in mind, it was just a brief discussion. I went into depth in that. You can go to the Night School tab over here on YouTube, or you can go to www.thenightschool.vhx.tv. Reflection. Let me see if I can put that up here for you. There you go. Right there. You can go to www.thenightschool.vhx.tv and you can access all my hydromancy classes. They're free right now, reflection. I know you love me, don't you? You just love me. I know. I'm just so giving, right? They're free right now, reflection, but that's how you get blessed on the back end. So anyway, they're free right now, and you can go access the reflection. And I'll go into depth how to do hydromancy just a little bit more. Keep in mind, this is not a new technique. The Egyptians was doing this like way back when, reflection. I'm just going in that hidden lake in my Akasha records, pulling out shit from the past and bringing it to the future. Okay, so you can do that, and you can access the information that you need. Okay, and when you do, just say what I have at the bottom. Let me remove this. I come to you humbly. Please show me what I need to know. Not what you want to know. Not what you want to know. Because keep in mind, they go back to being comfortable. You got to learn how to be vulnerable and not be in control. Reflection and get shown the information that you need to know this lifetime. Okay, you get what I'm saying? So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button if you haven't already. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And I hope you learned a lot as well, reflection. I hope you remembered a lot, right? Because a lot of this stuff I'm teaching you, you get what I'm saying? You remember this. You remember just a little piece. I could be that shooting star. This here to just help you remember, reflection, okay? Because I may be teaching you some stuff that you didn't know, but a lot of the stuff you just don't remember. You just don't remember. But the more you practice it, the more you do it, it'll come back to you. It'll come, you be like, Trace, I did this before. I did this right here. It's like I told you, reflection. I told you, head. I'm just here to help you remember. Okay, so with that being said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because you never want to miss out on another video, because we're doing shadow work all the way up to the 13th. Until next time, Ashe.